Next on the Gospel Bill Show.
Hey, GB, I just stumbled onto some information that you might be interested in.
Well, what do you got?
Well, T.U. Tutwater was just telling me there's another feller that throwed his hat in the ring for the sheriff's race.
Oh, yeah? Well, who in the world would that be?
Well, it's a feller named Orville Cornpone.
Cornpone. Cornpone, yeah, I'll remember your name on the ballot.
Yes, sir. We did it, Mr. Bedlow.
Attaboy, Cornpone, attaboy. Just remember, the money will do the talking. Now, on to bigger and better things, Cornpone.
It's the Gospel Bill Show, featuring Gospel Bill, his sidekick Nicodemus, Miss Lana, good old Elmer Barnes, and the entire Dry Gulch gang.
Hey, GB. Hey, you know it's election time again. Looks like you're going to be running for sheriff.
Yeah, I'd kind of like to keep this job for another couple of years.
Well, I got a little prediction to make.
Oh, yeah?
You're going to win this election hands down.
It would be impossible for me to lose. I'm the only one running.
Yeah, I know. That's why I went so far out on a limb to make that prediction. But listen, if you know you're going to win the election, how come you go to all the trouble of making up posters and campaigning and spending all this time and money that you do?
Even though I'm the only candidate, I've got to show the people of Dry Gulch that I don't take them for granted. And it just makes for good relations for me to continue with my campaign.
Oh, well, that makes sense to me.
All right, now listen, when you're on your way back out to the ranch, would you mind dropping off a few of these posters, just tack them up here and there?
Oh, sure, I'd just be glad to.
Hey, and when you run into old Mr. Farnsworth, tell him I'd sure appreciate it if he'd vote for me.
Oh, you don't have to worry about a thing there. Why, I hear Farnsworth say all the time, he say, hey, Nicodemus, hey, you know that Gospel Bill, best sheriff we ever had. Hey, good likeness.
I told you never to bother me at home.
Well, there was nobody in at the office, Mr. Bedlow.
Oh, those secretaries. Hey, did you file for the office of sheriff in Dry Gulch County?
Oh, yes, sir, Mr. Bedlow.
Are you sure you did it the right way?
Yes, sir. Orville Cornpone with a C. What's our game plan?
It's not our game plan, Cornpone. It's my game plan. And I am going to make you the sheriff of Dry Gulch County. When I do that, that gospel bill will be out of the way. There'll be no one to interfere with my racketeering.
But how are you going to get the people to vote for me?
Cornpone, with just a little bit of the right influence, I could get the people of Dry Gulch County to make even you their sheriff.
Oh, what a nice man.
Today, we're going to visit a very funny family. These guys really know how to monkey around. And do I mean monkey? Let me introduce you to a family of lowland gorillas. Now, this is Roger, and he's the teenager of the family. He's probably looking for a bug to snack on. Roger eats everything in sight. And this is Big Daddy. He weighs in at about 400 pounds. That's as much as 2 full-grown men. These gorillas look really mean and ferocious, but they're not. They're really very gentle. And this beautiful lady is Mom. Hello, Mom! Because male gorillas weigh so much, they leave the tree climbing to Mom and the kids. And hey, here's Junior. He's the baby of the family. Hi there, little fella. Now, gorillas live in the forests where there are lots of trees. They're very timid animals who prefer to stay away from human beings. Gorillas do not eat people or other animals at all. In fact, they feed on fruit and buds from plants. In the wild, they are found deep in the jungles of Central Africa. What's this? A family acrobat? Quit showing off, Roger. We all know you can do tricks. This gorilla family reminds us of how much God loves each person in our family. And even though you've done really stupid things in the past, God loves you just the way you are. That's why He sent Jesus to die on the cross for your sins. So, don't monkey around any longer. If you haven't already, let Jesus come to live in your heart. Now, Roger, that's more like it. You behave yourself.
Oh, hey, Mr. Tutwater, I got a poster here for you put up in the bank, as if we didn't know who is the only candidate running for sheriff. Just think about it. 2 more glorious years of Gospel Bill in Dry Gulch.
Well, Nicodemus, that's not exactly the case.
What you talking about?
Well, as of yesterday, there's another candidate running for sheriff.
Oh, who is it? Some former lawman from the Texas Rangers?
No.
Some fancy politician from back east?
No.
Who, some wealthy rancher hungry for power?
No, I don't think he's any of those. It's just a fellow by the name of Orville Cornpone.
Orville Cornpone? What kind of feller would have a name like Orville?
Well, he's just the kind of fellow that had $3, paid the registration fee, and now he's running for sheriff. Good day, Nicodemus.
Orville Cornpone? Hey, GB, I just stumbled onto some information that you might be interested in.
Well, what do you got?
Well, T.U. Tutwater was just telling me there's another feller that's throwed his hat in the ring for the sheriff's race.
Oh, yeah? Well, who in the world would that be?
Well, it's a feller named Orville Cornpone.
Orville Cornpone? I don't know of anybody named Orville Cornpone. There's no landowners in Dry Gulch County by the name of Cornpone. I bet he must be somebody's cowhand.
Well, it's sure a cinch if you never heard of him. I sure ain't never heard of him. The folks of Dry Gulch never heard of him. He ain't gonna be no problem for you to defeat.
Well, maybe so, but I can't take this fella for granted, Nicodemus. I'm gonna have to get out there and step up my campaign.
Yeah, when it comes to politics, you gotta get out there amongst those people. You gotta shake those babies. You gotta kiss those hands.
Wouldn't it be better if I kissed the babies and shook people's hands?
Well, I guess so. It could be a little different, but I guess you could change it up like that.
Now let me see if I've got this straight. You want me to go into Dry Gulch and to use the money to get people to vote for me.
That's right, Cornbone, and now you got the idea.
So what I do is I go into town and I'll stand in the middle of the street and I'll say, hey everybody, free money, vote for me.
Cornbone, you can't do it like that. We'll get caught. You gotta do this on the sly, see? No one can know about it. Now, here's how you do it. You walk up to folks and you say, hello, I'm Orville C. Cornpone.
But you're Mr. Bedlow.
I'm pretending to be you. Now, repeat after me. Hello, I'm Orville C. Cornpone.
Hello, I'm Orville C. Cornpone.
And I'm running for the office of sheriff in Dry Gulch County.
And I'm running for the office of sheriff of Dry Gulch County.
And would you vote for me?
And would you vote for me?
Absolutely not.
You mean people are really going to say that to me?
Oh, Cornpone, get ready. You're going to hear those words over and over. But then, this is what you've got to do. You say, folks, I really would appreciate your vote. Here, let's shake hands. Cornpone, before you shake hands, you put just a little bit of money in your palm. Shake hands with those folks and say no more. The money will do the talking for you. All right, you got that? All right, now you try it on me.
Okay.
Pretend you don't know me.
Okay, hey, you, Mr. Bedlow, sir!
You don't know me! I'm a stranger now!
Okay, hey, you with the black hat and the 2 guns and the eye patch. My name is Orville Cornpone, and I'm running for sheriff of this here town, and I'd like you to vote for me.
Why would I want to vote for you? I'm quite satisfied with the sheriff we have now. Gospel Bill.
Well, let me touch your hand.
Let me shake your hand.
Oh, okay. Let me shake your hand.
All right. Cornpone, aren't you forgetting something? You leave the money with me.
Oh, well, okay. Here's the money. Vote for me.
Oh, it's a good thing it's a long ride into town, Cornpone. This is gonna take a lot of practice. Come on.
Okay.
Howdy, Lana.
Well, good morning, Sheriff.
Hey, I guess you know what Tuesday is.
I sure do, and you've got my vote.
Hey, I appreciate that. I knew I could count on you.
I've got 3 good reasons to vote for you.
Oh, yeah. Well, what are they?
Well, number 1, you're my friend.
Well, I appreciate that. I've always been able to count you as one of my best friends.
Well, number 2, Dry Gulch has never been as peaceful as it is now.
Well, I appreciate that, too, because with the Lord's help, things have settled down a whole lot.
And number 3, there's not anyone else running.
Well, I wish that were true, but there is another fella running against me. But nobody seems to know who he is. He's got some kind of a funny name. I can't even remember it, and I don't think I'll have any trouble with him at all. Listen, Lana, I'll see you later.
Okay, Sheriff, you've got my vote.
Well, howdy, Gene.
Howdy.
Listen, I guess you know I'm running for re-election. I'd sure appreciate your vote on Tuesday.
Well, what do you need my vote for? I mean, there ain't nobody running against you.
Well, now, there is a fella running against me. Some fella by the name of Orville Cornpone.
Well, now, who in the world would vote for a guy named Orville Cornpone?
Well, I'm hoping that nobody will. But I'd sure like to be able to count on your vote on Tuesday. How about it?
Sheriff, you can count on me.
Yeah, thank you, Gene.
Well, Mr. Bedlow, I think I've got it.
Okay, Cornpone, let's hear what you're gonna say.
Okay. Hello. My name is Orville Cornpone.
Come on, Cornpone, exude some confidence, boy.
Okay. My name is Orville Cornpone, and I'm running for sheriff of this here town, and I'd appreciate your vote, sir.
But I can't vote for you, Mr. Cornpone. You see, I'm very satisfied with our present sheriff, Utility Bill.
Sir, can I shake your hand?
I don't see why not. Hey, Cornpone, now you're getting slick. That's the way to do it.
Well, Mr. Bedlow, everything I am, I owe all to you.
Don't blame that on me, Cornpone. Now look, there's a registered voter right there.
Ooh.
Take your money and go get him. Make sure you wrap up his vote.
Yes, sir. Hello.
Hi.
My name's Orville Cornpone.
Great.
You're running for sheriff.
And I'm running for sheriff of this here town.
You're running for sheriff?
Yes. And,
You'd appreciate his vote.
oh yeah, I would really appreciate your vote.
Well, I'm voting for Gospel Bill.
His hand is shaking.
Well, can I shake your hand, sir?
Well, sure. Cornpone. Cornpone, yeah, I'll remember your name on the ballot.
Yes, sir. We did it, Mr. Bedlow.
Attaboy, Cornpone, attaboy. Just remember, the money will do the talking. Now, on to bigger and better things, Cornpone.
Howdy, ma'am. My name is Orville Cornpone, and I'm running for sheriff of this here county, and, well, I just wanted to come by and let you know that I sure would appreciate your vote.
Oh, well, I'm already voting for Gospel Bill.
Oh, well, I just wanted to really let you know how much I appreciate your vote.
What is this? What is this money?
Oh, well, I wanted to see how much that banjo was.
Well, that's $15, but you've only got $5 here.
Oh, Well, I'll just go home and save my pennies. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, that looks good. Ha! I did it! I finished another masterpiece. Eugene, you're an artistic genius. Wait till I enter this picture in the school's art contest. It's a cinch. I'll win first place. I'll go down in history with Rembrandt, Michelangelo, and Vincent van Gogh. They'll probably commission me to paint murals on the ceiling at the school cafeteria. Hey, Jeannie, come take a look at this. You got a famous artist in your family and you didn't even know it. Hey, Jeannie, come on, hurry up, hurry up. Look what I did, Jeannie. Come on, take a look at this. What do you think, huh? What do you think?
Oh, wow, that's good, Eugene. What is it?
It's our house. Can't you tell?
Oh, yeah, that does look like our house.
That's it. Hey, Jeannie, I'm entering this picture in an art contest at school. And you know what I'm going to do?
What?
I'm going to win first place.
Now, you don't know that for sure.
Jeannie, it's a cinch. Nobody can paint like this. I am the best artist in the whole school, and I know it.
Now, wait just a minute. You'd better be careful about bragging. You may not win that contest.
Well, I'm going to do the best I can. How can I lose with a picture like that? Jeannie, that's a masterpiece. You got to agree that is a good-looking picture.
So you guys are telling me that I can't count on your votes on Tuesday?
No, I don't think so, Sheriff.
All right, you guys voted for me in the last election. You know I give ranchers top consideration. Whenever there's trouble at your place, I hop on it just like I do when there's trouble here in town. Isn't that right?
I know that, Sheriff.
Okay, have I done something to let you down? Have I offended you?
No, it's nothing you've done.
Well, can we talk about it?
Well, Sheriff, we got to go.
Lena, I just got through talking with Ned and Jake. Those fellas are not gonna vote for me this time. They've voted for me in every election up till now. What in the world's the matter?
Well, it seems like there's something funny about this feller Cornpone, and it seems like everybody's voting for him and they don't even know him.
Well, you can say that again. Nobody even heard of that fella till this morning.
Oh, have you seen the latest edition of the paper?
Would you look at that? Sheriff way behind in the polls. I'm not a bit surprised. What am I doing wrong?
Well, you're not doing anything wrong, Gospel Bill, and you just hang in there and you'll come out on top.
Well, you're right, Lena. I got some campaigning to do. See you later.
I want to know what's all fired special about this Cornpone character anyway.
Well, nothing really. Come to think of it, he was in here this morning and at the time it didn't seem funny, but I think he tried to buy my vote.
What?
Well, he acted like he was buying something, but I think he tried to buy my vote.
Well, now, it'd take a whole lot of money if some fella was going around buying folks' votes, and Cornpone don't have that kind of money. In fact, there's only one person in Dry Gulch that's got money like that. T.U. Tutwater. Yeah, when I saw him today in the street, he tried to make me think he didn't know this Cornpone guy. But you gotta get up pretty early in the morning to fool old Nicodemus. Try to run our sheriff out of office, will he? Well, I'll just have me a talk with Mr. Tutwater. Aha! I'm on to your game, Mr. T.U. Tutwater Sr., sir.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I may look like a country bumpkin, but all these years as Gospel Bill's sidekick has trained this delicate mind in the area of criminology, and I'm on to you. I can see right through you.
Neat trick.
The only reason that folks in this town would turn their back on our sheriff, Gospel Bill, and vote for this Cornpone character is somebody's got to be passing out money to them. And the only person with enough money in this town to pass out is you, Mr. Tutwater.
Now, wait just a minute. Do you think I would give my money to somebody by the name of Orville Cornpone?
Yes, I do. Didn't you?
Absolutely not.
Well, who's doing it then?
Now listen, there's not but one other guy around here who has more money than I do and wouldn't mind passing it out for a cause like this. Luther Bedloe.
Luther Bedloe?
Yeah, well, sure. He's tried to gain control of this town for years.
Oh.
Listen, I've got to go talk to the sheriff.
Come in.
Sheriff, I guess you know that you're trailing that Orville corn pone in the polls.
Yeah, I know it.
Do you know why?
No, I got no ideas.
Well, it's cheating, pure and simple.
Well, just how is he cheating?
Money, and it's Luther Bedloe's money.
You're telling me that Bedloe is behind this Orville Cornpone's candidacy?
That's exactly what I'm telling you. He's tried to get his paws on the control of this town for years. Now he's got this little pawn, corn pone, and he's greasing the palms of the voters of this town.
Well, you know how Bedloe operates, and if that's so, there's no way we can prove it, at least not before this election.
Well, you're absolutely right. But there is another way.
Yeah, what's that?
Well, to do a little cheating of your own.
I'm not gonna cheat.
All right. Well, let's call it, say, absentee voting.
Absentee voting?
Mm-hmm. We could just have some of the folks who aren't around cast their votes for you.
What folks would you be talking about?
Well, I happen to have the records of all the registered voters in Dry Gulch, both living and dead. And I thought we could take the folks who've deceased over the last 15 or 20 years and they could cast their votes for you.
You're saying that I should win this election by using the votes of dead people?
Sheriff, if they were here, they'd want to vote for you.
Tutwater, I can't do that.
Sheriff, we know that Luther Bedloe is cheating, and if you're going to win, you're just going to have to do a little cheating of your own. It's all right.
Two wrongs don't make a right, Tutwater. I can't cheat even if Luther Bedloe is. I'd sooner lose this election.
Sheriff, if you don't use this plan, you don't have a prayer of winning. Listen, if you change your mind, would you come and get me, please?
There we go. O-O-G-E-N-E. Well, I hate to cheat, but Billy doesn't leave me any choice. If he's going to enter his father's picture, then I'm going to enter a professional artist picture myself. I'm not going to let anyone beat me in that art contest. I mean, it just isn't fair. Billy, you're going to have to get up pretty early in the morning to fool me.
Hi, Eugene.
Oh, hi, Jeannie. Hi. What? I think Mom's calling you. You better go back in the living room and see what she wants.
Mom's not calling me. Now, come on. What are you trying to hide?
No, nothing, Jeannie, nothing.
Okay. That's not the same picture.
Well, I know it's not. I decided to change it a little bit.
Wait a minute. You didn't paint that picture. You can't paint that well.
Well, I have improved a whole lot, Jeannie. I took a crash course. I really did. I studied a lot.
Don't tell me you lie, Eugene. Now, what in the world is going on?
Well, if you must know, I got this picture from the attic. I found it up there in a pile of old things, and, well, I brought it down.
And you signed your name to it. Eugene, you're being dishonest. Now, what's going on here?
Well, Jeannie, I didn't want to do it, but we're having the art contest at school, and Billy is entering a picture that his father painted. His father is an artist, and it's just not fair. And if I don't do something, he'll win that contest, and he's cheating.
Why don't you tell the teacher?
I can't. She'll just think that I'm jealous. What am I going to do? I have to do this.
You don't have to cheat.
Well, if I don't cheat, I won't win.
Eugene, two wrongs don't make a right. Mr. Bedloe's going to be happy. Mr. Bedloe? Mr. Bedloe?
What is it, Cornpone?
Have you seen today's paper?
'Tis as great, Cornpone. Sheriff way behind in polls.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful. Cornpone, you're doing a great job. You're buying votes here in town, and I've been speaking to some of my rancher friends. It's a cinch. We've got enough votes to make you the next sheriff.
And imagine that. I was voted least likely to succeed in my high school class. Can you believe that?
No, Cornpone. I really can't imagine why. But with you in office as sheriff, there'll be no one to interfere with my plans for this county. I'll make a fortune. Ha! I finally thought of a way to get rid of that gospel bill.
You know, I suppose that everybody has been tempted to cheat at one time or another. And when you're tempted to cheat, you usually do it when no one else is looking, when you think you can get by with it. Well, I want to tell you this. Whether anyone else ever finds out or not, cheating is still wrong, and your heart knows the minute you've done wrong. The Bible tells us that our heart condemns us. That means that whenever we do something wrong, our heart writes it down. Your heart is like a little book that has a record of all the bad things that you've done. And when you cheat, that record of cheating goes into your heart. Now someone says, I don't see that there, but if you look far enough, sooner or later you'll find that record of cheating, because you can't hide your sin. In fact, the Bible says, be sure your sin will find you out. And sure enough, there it is. The cheating is something you can't get rid of. Well, I want to tell you, if you ask Jesus to come into your heart, if you ask Him to forgive you for all your sins, He will come in, and He can wash that cheating stain right off your heart. He's the only one who can. So if you've cheated, ask Jesus into your heart and ask God to forgive you.
We did it, Mr. Redlow.
Attaboy, Cornpone, attaboy.